Hello. Well, today we're looking at a Yaesu Ft-950. I spent most of the morning totally tearing it apart and reassembling it. All the switches, all the knobs have been off of it, the VFO's been out of it, display, everything's been out of the radio piece by piece, cleaned and replaced. What a pain in the ass. There's a lot of shit to tear apart in this radio. But we got it. I mainly didn't like the display because the camera doesn't show it. And the camera is very, very sensitive to the vacuum tube fluorescent display. But in reality, it's about half, maybe a little less than what you're seeing on the camera. But I wasn't too pleased about that, so I did a modification to it. Now that's 0. Normally it's totally almost indistinguishable at 0. I took the light filter out of it, which basically allows only certain amount of light and certain shades of colors to get through. You know, I'll give you an idea. Kinda, sorta. It's kinda hard to do it. But, you know, that's basically how it was. As you can see, it's really, really dim. But, we took this bad boy out, and voila! We got double our brightness. And if I go up to full bright, it looks okay like that in life, but it's fairly dim. It would be about the dimmest item on the workbench or on the radio bench, which I've seen a lot of Ft-950s on a lot of people's benches, and they are about the dimmest radio on their bench. So you could easily take this faceplate off, and this little filter right here is just stuck to, you take the vacuum tube fluorescent display out, and once you get it out, this is just stuck, as you can see, around the corners, you know, the edges, to the glass on the vacuum tube fluorescent display. So basically, I just worked my fingernail in it and just went all the way around it, and it popped right off. Cleaned off my fingerprints, stuck it back in, and I was like, wow, what an improvement. You know, almost double the brightness. You can kind of see right there where my roofing filters are and everything, you know, and then without it, with it, and then without it. Did some tweaking on the ALC. Excuse me. A couple other little things. Making sure it's clean power. Got a nice wide bandwidth on it. I don't run the processor. I don't like the processor. The processor's just too cruddy sounding. But, you know, let me do something here and go back up to, let me exit out of this, bring that back up, and VFOA. Alright. Take the little camera. Alright. Hello. That's what we're getting for power out of her right now. Hello radio. Just calmly talking. Audio. You know, doesn't do much more if you whistle. FM, where you would get the highest carrier, just under the 200 watt mark. Now, I'm not saying to run the radio at that power. I'm right now running maxed out just testing right now. But you can tell it works beautifully. AM, let's see, AM power, 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. Test, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're getting about 50 to 60 AM. And it sounds good. Any more than that, and it starts sounding like crap. Now, I'm not saying this is where it stays. This is where I set my absolute maximums. Okay, it's not going to run here. Still on the workbench. It's still under testing. I'll go back to lower. Hello radio. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio radio. You know, and that's just calmly talking. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I dare say it's functioning quite fine. So far, I like it. That's half mic gain. I can back my mic gain down even more there, and it would drop my drive. But the main thing is get back in there and turn the RF output power down, and that'll bring the power back down. Hello, hello. So there you go. Yaesu Ft-950. Couple little tweaks, little adjustments here and there, and hello radio, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a happy camper. Catch y'all later on Facebook. See ya.